Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today's video is going to be an update and a review of my new Filofax Saffiano 2022. For those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you know that I already own a Filofax Saffiano and I've had it for 5 years. So I thought we would do a review on this 5 years later, and then I would bring out the new one, which I don't think has changed at all. Of course, we'll see once we open it, but let's get into it. So this is the Filofax Saffiano in personal sized. I believe it was called the Compact Zippered. And this is just a really beautiful, vibrant red. Now, when I bought this 5 years ago, they actually didn't have any natural tones available. So red, fire engine red that just kind of blares at you was like the least offensive color they had in this line. So I went with red. I also did it because I had watched some videos and I learned that you could take the rings out of the Filofax Saffiano. So I want to let you know that there is another version of this. I don't know if they have updates to it and it's still available, but it's called like either the Pemberley or the Penny Bridge, something like that, where the rings don't come out. I don't have the removable rings near me right now, but you'll see them when we open the new one. So here you can see that it says Filofax Saffiano Compact Organizer. This still, it's like a little smudge there, but looks absolutely new. Like I mentioned, I have had this for 5 years. I will put a link to the unboxing of this video 5 years ago down below. I like this back pocket because it can fit my iPhone in it. I have a smaller iPhone. This is the iPhone XS, I believe, and it comes with, I think most iPhones come with two versions, a smaller one and a larger one. So this is the smaller version. I believe the newest iPhone might be the iPhone 13. I don't know, I don't keep up on that stuff, but it also has two versions. I think it's close to the size that I have, and then there's a larger one that I believe is called like the Pro or something, which is bigger. But this fits in this back smiley pocket even when I have something on the inside. So it's really nice just to take a wallet with everything I need for shopping and my phone in the store and nothing else. Of course, you can also fit your phone on the inside here, and I do believe that if you did get the newest, biggest version of the iPhone, it fits in here as well. Now, my favorite thing about the Filofax is that it has two different sides of compartments. So on this side, you end up getting 6 cards on one side and 6 card slots on the other. You have a back pocket here. It is slightly gusseted, but I do want to make it perfectly clear for those of you who want to use this as a cash envelope system. I know some people like to use the ones with the dividers. This might not be wide enough for you. So if you just choose to get this, I would probably recommend dividing it in half. So putting half of your dividers in here and then half on this other side. There's also this stretchy pocket here that's very nice. And then of course there's this full length pocket here. On this side you have a pocket and then a zipper for change. And then back here you have 6 more card slots, and then you have another pocket there. So plenty of space, and of course the last thing is the elasticated pen loop, which doesn't fit much, but I do have a few pens that I thought I would try out for you right now. So this is just a high-tech C. It doesn't have a grip on it, so it's pretty easy to put in there and then of course take out. I have this, this is a zebra pen. I guess the name is just 301.8 and it's in a 7mm ballpoint pen. Very nice, fits in there, looks good. This is a standard pen most people already have in their house, or you can buy in boxes from any Walmart or even at your local grocery store. So this is a Bic pen that fits in there nicely. So if you're someone who still writes checks or you need to sign things, this is a nice pen choice for you. Of course, we have the Uniball Signo. This does have a slight grip on it, so I wanted to check and see. So yeah, that's really hard I don't think you could really get that in there and out of there in an easy form, but you can, let's see. Yeah, if you try to clip it on here, it's just going to be a little bit too long. So you can always keep it in the center there. Another option. And the last one is the Papermate Inkjoy in a 0.5. This does have a slight grip on it. I have seen people put it in here, but yeah, this to me is too much of a hassle. So I recommend the other three and not the last two. Okay, moving on to the last thing I want to mention, and that is the fact that you have an F here for Filofax on the side, so it looks nice on the shelf, but also the side is very rounded, and there is a piece of, I don't know, possibly plastic or some kind of cardboard that keeps it rounded like that. So this is never going to lie completely flat. That has never been an issue for me. We're talking mostly for people who want to use this as covers, or if you're writing inside of here with the actual rings attached for personal rings. I usually hold this side down and write, so it's never a problem for me. If you choose to keep your Hobonichi in here, it's really easy to take it in and out, so that's never been an issue for me either, but it's important for y'all to know because some people, that's just a pet peeve of theirs and they can't handle it. So this goes in with the cover on cover, very nice and easy. No issues there. Sorry about the glare from my ring light. And I just love the way this looks. So originally when I bought this 5 years ago, I did have a Hobonichi in here. The beautiful, she looked like a ballerina girl. I don't think she was, but she was stunning, and she was mostly black and white, I think, the picture. And now I have another black and white picture in here with the umbrella that looks really nice against the red. So this is a really great cover for the Hobonichi if you're looking for one. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you can fit, since this is bigger, B6 slim sized notebooks, at least the MD notebooks, in here with tabs on the side and the top, and it will zip up just fine. No problems. Also in the B6 Slim is the Cafe Nanami notebooks. This is a very thick book. I forget, does it say 384 pages? And this fits in here just fine. I have some small, very thin, I think these are Midori tabs on it, and this zips up just fine. So all in all, after 5 years, I would highly recommend this for a wallet or for a cover for any of the smaller notebooks I've shown you, or the Hobonichi Weeks. It has worked well. I still continue to use it to this day. I believe that I even used this in a video earlier in the year of 2022, in case you're watching this in the future, to show you how my Hobonichi Weeks looked in it. So let's move on to the new cover. So this is my new Filofax Saffiano, and I don't think, like I mentioned, that this has changed much, at least not on the outside. You still have a Filofax right here, and then on the side you have the F, which is still there. Same zipper style. On the back you have the smiley face pocket that can fit receipts, or you can just put your phone in. That is the same. So let's see about the inside. Okay, so I've had mine for 5 years. I am slightly and gently gonna bend this back because it seems to pop up a little bit more than the other one does. So just bending it back a little bit, not too much. Not too much pressure. And there you go. I didn't hear anything pop or snap, so I think we're good. All right, so on the inside, this comes with the rings, like I mentioned. I do still have mine, but I think that they're put up in a box somewhere. I used them to house old inserts or inserts that I had already printed out, so they were ready to go when I wanted to use them. So I'm just gonna remove this tissue paper. Okay, so I will do a quick flip through of these just to show you what it comes with. This should be for 2022, and it just says here Saffiano Black Personal Compact Zip Organizer. So this is your dashboard. It's a piece of paper. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 numbered little dividers, and you could certainly probably let me try them out before I lie to you. It's been a while since I've had these. I just want to see if you can fit them in the back here in these pockets in case you wanted to use these for your envelope situations. Yeah, these look like they're too long, but you could certainly cut them down if you wanted to use them and put them back here to divide up your monies or your cash envelope system. Yeah, just cut it down a little bit on this side, and then you could certainly use them if you wanted to. Okay, moving on. I've heard people say that because these rings are so small that they only carry a couple months at a time in here so that it's not so out of control. So maybe that's something that I will recommend to you as well. It's been a really long time since I've used this as an actual Filofax, so I don't remember what I liked and what I loved about it, but I mean, it's pretty much virtually flat. It comes up a smidge, and that's because there's nothing weighing it down. Like this side has heavy inserts weighing it down, but not too bad. I usually put my hand here to write anyway, so that works for me. And all of these inserts you can buy from Filofax if you run out, which is great. But they give you all the different layouts for you to try, which is really cool. And the colored paper, this is the same. I do remember those. They're classic. You have contacts here. Give you some of those sheets. I believe you can buy individually. And then of course here's your calendar for 2022. And then it has 2021 and 2023, a future calendar in case you need it. Some personal information. National, that's interesting that they put religious in there, and noble dates. Filofax on point. And this is how the week looks. So it's a week on 2 pages, and up here you get like this week where you can put some notes and then a calendar on for each spread of the month that you're actually on. So we are currently on July 2nd. Why was I saying January? Because I just saw January. July 2nd. So half of this year is already gone anyway. So these are like null and void. You could certainly mark things out if you wanted to and rewrite dates. That's pretty simple to do. So all of this would come out. Again, I didn't buy this because I wanted the inserts. Because I think, frankly, there are better inserts that you can buy from other people or that you can print out than these ones. But if you want something that's already pre-printed and are easy to buy on like Amazon and delivered to your house, then I highly recommend these ones. And then at the end, you end up getting a clear ruler, which I think is great. And I think I, for a while, kept this in here even though I didn't have the rings. I just slid it in the back like this and used it for my Hobonichi weeks. I was always misplacing my the writing board that you can buy for it, so that came in handy. So like I mentioned, these are removable to slide right out. It has this thick black plastic backing to it. You can take this out. You can use this at your desk if you wanted to just write on it every single day and not carry it with you. And that's what I did the first time I had this. So let's start with this side. You got the same elastic here. Same 6, 12 pockets. Sorry, I know that because this is black, it's harder to see than the back pocket. Over here, it says Filofax Saffiano Compact Organizer. That is the same. This pocket's the same. You have your little zipper in case you want to put change or something else that you're concerned might fall out, like little bits, maybe, what are they called, paper clips. And then you have 6 pockets back here, a back pocket, and then here is your pen loop. So that is exactly the same. Pen loop looks like it's the same thickness. Now before I forget, I should mention also, I forgot this one, the Idea Notebooks by Kokyo. These are meant to go, to pair rather with the Jibun Tacho B6 Slim. So this is a B6 Slim size. These also fit in here, which means that your Jibun Tacho and B6 Slim would fit in this cover as well, which is really great. So no issues there. I would say that be careful if you're someone who likes to use tabs on the side and on the top. I would recommend probably using them on the top because you have more space than you do on the side. So if I pull this down, you have this much more space for tabs, but be a little bit more careful with tabs on the side. You don't want them to get stuck in the zipper or hit up against that. So that works out nicely. I'm just going to put this slender pen in here to show you how it looks zipped up. Some pens, if they're too fat and bulky, they will push up against your zipper and you'll see it. This one's just fine. I love this little compact organizer slash wallet. So when it came time for me to look for a new wallet, it wasn't because the red one here didn't work out anymore or because it looked used. It looks still very much brand new. And this is just like, I think the PU leather, it's not real leather, that faux leather. It seems like if you got it stuck on your pen, like say this was open like this in your bag, it probably would rip. I've had it for 5 years. I've never had an issue, not even a mark on the outside or anything. It was kind of boring and plain when I first got it. So I did put one of these butterflies on the inside. These are just an iron-on. I had one on here on the outside and it just didn't stick, but I recently saw a video where someone was using like more of the decal stickers that probably would stick here. I never put one on here because I change my mind about what I want on the outside all of the time. So I ended up getting used to the fact that it was kind of plain. So I was going to get a new wallet, and it wasn't because, like I mentioned, that one wasn't working or it was old. I decided that I wanted something that was darker, and since Filofax is making Saffianos in more neutral tones, I decided to go ahead and get a black one. This just really matches a lot more with the things that I have, and that way in the future if I get a Hobonichi that's not a black and white, even though I hope they continue to just make black and whites, I could go ahead and match it a little bit easier. Say it's like a blue color or something and it's not going to look awkward in the red. And plus this little red umbrella seems to pop a little bit more with all of the black than it does with the red, but either way it's still really nice. Again, this fits in here nicely. Compact, as it says, with no issues. So awesome. I of course got this on sale because the inserts on the inside were already halfway through the year, so that was really nice, but it's pretty inexpensive. It's under $50, which is fantastic. I was looking at some Coach wallets that are beautiful, made of leather, and they were, all of the ones that I really liked were over $100, and they didn't open up like this, which I really do like. They open kind of like this, if this was all like one purse, and that's about it. And I just didn't like that. Excuse me, I meant wallet, I said purse. I didn't like that this is like the, what would you call it? Accordion style, I guess that's the best way to put it, where it kind of just goes together like this, but it doesn't open down all the way. And this was the only one I could find that opened all the way that I really did love. Had tons of pocket space. So the way I use this is in 2 sections. I usually put all of the cards that I'm currently using on this side, change, receipts, everything like that. And then on this side, I put stuff that's already spent, or if I have a credit card that I need to like calm down on because I have a lot I have a lot of monies on there. So I usually put it on this side, and it tells me, Sylvia, you should probably not use this side in case of emergency only. An emergency usually means a really cute bag or a really sweet planner. I know, it's not really an emergency, but to each their own. All right, so that is my update of my Filofax Saffiano after 5 years, and my new Saffiano right next to it. They haven't changed anything. The dimensions are the same as well. I love this little cover slash wallet combo. It fits basically into any cross body bag. It might be a little bit tall, so that's one thing I would measure or look at the dimensions of, but for the most part it fits in all of my crossbody bags, and I can zip up the top of the bag as well. So I really like to carry this into a grocery store with just my phone, like I mentioned in the back here. And I just go into the store and I don't have to take a purse if I don't want to. I usually have my planner. If you're not a planner person, or you already have a bigger planner and you just want to carry like a little notebook for the summer to write a grocery list or something, one of these will work out just fine. You can carry something small like a filled notes little insert or notebook. Alright, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!